Welcome back to the 92nd episode of the BatChums podcast. I'm Drew Leiter, and joining me tonight is my co-host, the man, the myth, the new legend, Mike Gordon.
Howdy, darlings.
Feel like I'm caught in a web.
Oh, yes,
Maybe it's the interweb.
the interweb. Yes, we are all caught in the World Wide Web.
All right, so this is Batman Season 2, Episode 56, Caught in the Spider's Den. Episode aired Thursday, March 16th, 1967, directed by Oscar Rudolph and written by Robert Mintz.
The last time I talked about um, the sort of history behind the Black Widow as a character, mainly with Marvel, and some of the other things that you can find her at. And there was no direct connection, like I said, to Batman or DC Comics. However, it did dawn on me while I was watching this second part. Not that it has anything in common, but that Batman has a relationship with a spider character. There is a spider villain called the Black Spider. I think he made his debut in the late 70s, early 80s. And as a Spider-Man fan, I was really just amazed and attracted to the character because to me, at that point anyway, it was the uh, it was the first and only time that, Batman and a Spider-Man like character were interacting because they didn't have the crossover at that point. So I always thought that, and then I mean they did have I think a crossover at one point, but it was Spider-Man and Superman. So I didn't get the Spider-Man Batman team up officially until much later with I think that was around the amalgam time and all that. And it wasn't even like the Peter Parker Spider-Man. I think it was like the clone Spider-Man or something like that at the time. Um,
Ben
so
Riley.
But my understanding is they're starting that up again, where they're going to have crossovers, I think this year, right?
They already know it. Yeah, it's probably continuing this year, but the
Oh,
Batman
right. They had the
crossover
Batman
came out.
with Deadpool, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
it came out in 2025. So
Yeah.
fall of 2025.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Did you read that yet?
No.
Haven't read and reviewed it yet, right? But the Black Spider was pretty cool. He's not used as much, but he's a pretty cool character, and I do dig him. So, but yes, not a direct link to Black Widow. Just since we're on the subject of spiders.
When we last saw the Cape Crusaders, they were trapped in Black Widow's giant cobweb, about to be bitten by two deadly Black Widow spiders. Are the heroes headed for that great bat cave in the sky? Only our web-headed Cape Crusader knows the answer. Magic Batman.
I thought you were going to bring in my Magic Spider-Man.
I wish I had a Magic Spider-Man. That'd be pretty cool. But alas, I only have a Magic Batman.
Magic Batman. Ah, well, Magic Batman is enough magic for anybody. I don't think our show could handle more magic.
Oh, it would be awesome if we had a crossover with Zantana.
Okay.
Magic Batman. Are Batman and Robin headed for the great bat cave in the sky? Magic Batman says, my sources say no. There you have
This
it.
is he's reached out to the World Wide Web, across the World Wide Web with his magic powers, and yes, and given us an answer. So thank you once again, Magic Batman.
Robin exclaims that he is almost on me. Batman corrects Robin that he is a she. Only the female of the species is venomous. Batman is able to free his right hand. He reaches the mini charge in his utility belt. The dynamic duo brace themselves for 5,000 volts. The cobweb acts as a conductor, electrocuting the spiders. The cobweb falls away, and the Cape Crusaders are momentarily stunned.
Okay, so I think we pointed this out in part one, at the end of part one, when we were talking about the cliffhanger. Those spiders look probably like one of the weakest things we've seen on the show, right?
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, they don't look real at all. They don't look like threatening at all. They look like someone just bought them at a five and dime or something in the toy aisle. But I will say the visual, sort of the visual idea or the visual picture that we get of Batman and Robin stuck to a red threaded web over black is pretty badass. And the sequence where they do a little bit of special effects here, where they light it up and it gives that volt or whatever, and it that shot of electric web looks pretty spectacular, I will say. I mean, the spiders were not great, but the web itself was pretty cool, and they're getting out of it, so to speak. Their escape from it looked pretty cool visually, and so I have to give them credit for that. I deduct some points for the spiders, but with this budget and this time, you're just not going to be able to get great looking spiders, I don't think. So I give them, I deduct a few points, but the web itself was cool.
Robin thought they were dead ducks. Batman is sure the Black Widow thinks they are dead bats about now.
I see what
Batman
you did there.
Batman remembers that Black Widow stated that she and her lieutenants are going to the tunnel into her vault. She couldn't have gone far because the Black Widow cycle is still there.
And that looks pretty cool too.
Yeah. Batman and Robin discover her vault where she is splitting the loot with her henchmen. Batman tells Black Widow not to grow too attached to the money she stole. Black Widow tells Bat Doll how handsome he is as she reaches into her purse to grab her cerebrum short circuiter.
So I do want to point out, Tallulah is still rocking it. And she shows, I mean, she's just not phased at all, like by anything. I mean, even like most villains, when Batman and Robin are, they discover that they're alive and they survive their death trap, are like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you! What? You're alive?" She just rolls with it. There's a coolness about Tallulah Bankhead that just cannot be denied, and it just sounds almost. It seems like almost everything that she utters in a Mae West style is a double entendre. She just sort of oozes that, right? Like so this is pretty cool. I do appreciate her. Oh, and by the way, I didn't mention this in the first part, but I found out that her ex-husband, John Emery, actually portrayed Batman in a pilot for a proposed Batman series radio show during the 1940s.
Huh,
So
cool.
she has a little bit of a connection to Batman there indirectly there through her ex-husband there, John Emery.
Batman tells Black Widow that she needn't try to short circuit their brains. They are still wearing their anti short circuit bat brain electrodes. Robin whispers to Batman that he lost one of his electrodes. Batman whispers back, "Bad luck, old chum. Perhaps he can pull off a bluff." Batman informs Black Widow that no amount of UHF short circuiting can affect the brain of either him or Robin. Black Widow asks if they are definitely wearing electrodes because she has reversed the polarity on her brave Wayne because she has reversed the polarity on her brainwave short circuiter, and with the electrodes, they've had it. "You she devil!" Robin exclaims. "You have short circuited Batman's brains." Batman tells Robin there is no cause for alarm. He feels just fine.
Yeah, just one more time where they reverse the polarity, and I think of Doctor Who. I don't know. Like I said, I think I've said this before, but I don't know if Doctor Who originated the idea of reversing the polarity to solve all the problems. But it's certainly the first time I became really aware of it. And yeah, I didn't realize, I didn't remember that it was in this show as much as it has been. I mean, yeah, if we had a nickel for every time they reverse the polarity in something, we'd probably have like 50 cents.
Yeah.
Or maybe a dollar, I don't know. Something like that.
Black Widow tells Robin to be a good little boy wonder and do as she says. Robin replies that he will not submit to her treachery.
Uh-huh.
At Black Widow's command, Trapdoor pops out of his trapdoor and grabs Robin along with the other two henchmen. Robin is knocked unconscious. Black Widow asks Masked Muscles if he would like to go back through the tunnel into her main web to have a little drink to the latest development. Batman
Hmm.
Batman agrees as long as they can take Robin too. And he just kind of throws him over his shoulder.
Yeah, it's gotta, yeah.
Back in the web, Black Widow asks Batman if he'd like some champagne. Batman states he never touches spirits, but wonders if she has some milk.
So the
Well,
polarity can't be completely reversed, right? Like, so if he's able to like, say, no, I can't do that, then, I'm wondering like how far the mind control goes. Surely she could make him drink champagne if she wanted to, right?
yeah, but she asks him so
Yeah,
instead of
okay.
ordering him to. So
Fair enough.
we'll let
Fair
we'll
enough.
let that one slide.
We'll let that one slide. Okay.
I'm just surprised he didn't ask for cookies too.
No application of bat logic. Hey, he got milk and cookies like a couple episodes ago, man. Hey, if you're thinking that he's gonna have milk and cookies with Black Widow, whoa, this just took on a whole new meaning. Suddenly, that double entendre is now single entendre.
After Trapdoor provides them some milk, Black Widow reveals she has run out of banks to rob. She wants Batman to send for his Bat computer so they can find more. She just can't move to a different town.
Well, yeah, that becomes really strange because well, go ahead. Keep going.
Batman states he doesn't have to send for it. He has a remote control Bat computer oscillator in his utility belt. He just presses a button and it activates the radio frequency Bat generator.
Bummer, they don't get to take her to the Batcave.
Nope. Black Widow wonders if she just talks into it. Batman states it wouldn't recognize her voice. Batman asks the Batcomputer if there is any bank in Gotham City in which Black Widow has not robbed. Back in the Batcave, Alfred is working when he is surprised to learn that Batman is using the remote control Batcomputer oscillator. Back at the web, the remote control Batcomputer oscillator prints out an answer. The just opened Heritage First National Bank.
Okay, so here's my point. She was all the way down to G, and it just so happens that the next bank that they are going to rob, it begins with H. So they're still going alphabetically. So she got to like G and she's like, "Oh, I'm done. There's no more." And he needed the back computer to be like, "Nope, there's one that starts with H." It's kind of a weird sort of bat coincidence there.
Yep. Back in the Batcave, Alfred is surprised that Batman is accessing the Batcomputer again. Back at the web, Batman receives a further message from the Batcomputer. Batman hands it to Black Widow to read. Scene with Black Widow. Batman's life is in great danger. Black Widow comments that it seems as if Batman's criminal career is over before it even starts. I don't know, that was kind of confusing to me. I didn't understand that.
Yeah, I think the general sense is that he was trying to send a message to Alfred and he got caught, right?
Oh, okay. But it,
I know.
all right, let's not even go there. Batman wants to take the gamble. The Bat computer's been known to be wrong when it's elected to go off on its own.
Yeah, he tries to hey, oh, I guess the Mac computer's on the fritz again, like it has been the last like few recent episodes. Um, and tries to get out of it, but I don't think she's buying what he's selling.
If the Bat computer was around in today's age, you think it would be AI?
It would be Bat GPT.
Black Widow orders Tarantula to go upstairs and get Grandpa off his rocker. Using an extra bat suit, they are going to make Grandpa look like Batman. Black Widow is then going to disguise herself as Robin. This is bonkers to me. You have Batman mind controlled. Why don't you just have him drive you there? No, let's dress up Grandpa instead.
I think she's saying that she doesn't trust him because of the whole thing about the message to Alfred. I think this is what they're trying to convey here, that she's not convinced. So, and she wants to do a little dress up. I mean, Tallulah Bankhead wants to do dress up. You're gonna let Tallulah Bankhead do dress up.
At police headquarters, Commissioner Gordon doesn't know what Batman is doing behind that mask of his, but at least there haven't been any bank robberies in quite a while.
Mm.
What is quite a while? A few hours?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they've been gone that long.
Chief O'Hara agrees, stating that the Cape Crusader probably has Black Widow under lock and key at this very moment. Commissioner Gordon receives a phone call from Irving at the just opened Heritage First National Bank. He just received a call from Batman. Batman wants him to take $40,000 and put it in a brown paper bag. At exactly 11:43 a.m., the Batmobile will be parked there. He has arranged for Black Widow to meet him and they will split the money. That's a weird time, 11:43 a.m.
Yeah.
Are they using GPS?
Bat PPS, Batmobile PPS? I don't know. I'm trying to go there.
And then I noticed all the bank managers or whatnot have the name Irving, but they were lazy with this one. Let's call him Irving. Did you notice that?
I did not notice that they were all called Irving. That's a good catch because I did not catch that.
It's probably because I was writing them all down with for notes.
Yeah, could be. I mean, I didn't, I didn't look up all the casts of everybody was cast as a bank manager because yeah, we'd be here all day. So,
Yeah, thank you for that.
ouch.
Commissioner Gordon tells Mr. Irving to go ahead with the plan. Apparently, Batman is springing a trap for Black Widow. Outside of Black Widow's web, Tarantula is concerned if Black Widow is going to be able to drive the Batmobile from the passenger side. She reassures him that she'll be able to drive it perfectly. Keep an eye on the dynamic duo, which they do a great job of, as we find out. Back at Commissioner Gordon's office, Commissioner Gordon is ecstatic that soon Black Widow's caper will soon be over. He should be hearing from Batman anytime now. Commissioner Gordon's black phone rings, and the commissioner states it's right on schedule. Chief O'Hara wonders why Batman isn't calling on the bat phone. When Commissioner Gordon hangs up the phone, Chief O'Hara exclaims, "Glory be! What's wrong, Commissioner?" Commissioner Gordon replies that Commissioner Gordon replies that the just opened Heritage First National Bank just called, and they have been robbed by Batman and Robin. Saints preserve us! The Cape Crusaders have gone crooked. Commissioner Gordon orders Chief O'Hara to put an APB to all units for the arrest of Batman. Hopefully, they take him alive, but they'll take him the other way if they have to.
Yeah.
They don't even give them the benefit of the doubt.
Which they had just they had just earlier said, "Oh, Batman's on the job. He knows what he's doing. So, he's got a plan that's going to involve the Heritage Bank here." And then they just sort of forget all that and they're going to gun him down again.
A patrol car is sitting on the side of the road when an all points bulletin comes over the radio. Attention, all units! Be on the alert for Batman. First name unknown, Caucasian, height 6'2", wearing purple trunks, purple cape, purple cowl, and a black bat insignia on his chest. He has a masked accomplice whose alias is Robin. Approach with caution. They may be armed.
So my response to that is like his outfit is purple. I thought it was blue. But that's me, I guess. Yeah, I thought it was blue, but maybe I don't know. Michelle always tells me that I'm colorblind, so I don't trust my knowledge of colors, by the way. And just to get out of the way, the police officer that is listening to this all points bulletin that will soon go into action is played by Richard Krishner. Richard didn't have a lot of acting roles, just about, less than 10. He was in an episode of Lost in Space, and he was in the movie The Boston Strangler, 1968. But not a lot of other roles for him. But I did want to point out because he was kind of interesting because, by the way, he was born in 1938, passed away in 2000. But he was a self-taught quote unquote prodigy. And he toured the country giving presentations of his typing skill of 160 words per minute. And so he did that for a living, I guess, and then appeared in commercials and did some off Broadway. He was actually, I think, in a run of Boys in the Band, which is a play that ran. I guess did that in San Francisco and Las Vegas, and then he sort of retired in 1970. He became a real estate agent and got Realtor of the Year while he was in Los Angeles. Moved to Palm Springs in 1988, where he worked as a realtor there too, until I guess his passing, until he retired. So, yeah, he was this prodigy that toured the country because he could type really fast, and then ultimately just became a realtor.
Man, Alfred should have hired him when he needed to type that message to Commissioner Gordon.
That would have sounded a little bit more realistic, I think. 160 words a minute. That's pretty fast.
Yes, it is.
I don't think I can do maybe 10. I never really learned how to type. I do the two, I still do the two finger pecking method of typing.
Suddenly, the Batmobile goes speeding past the officer. The officer chases after the Batmobile with sirens blazing. The Batmo the Batmobile pulls over for the officer. The officer pulls out his gun and tells the Cape Crusaders that he hates to do it, but he has to take them in. Black Widow, disguised as Robin, tells the copper to go on and shoot. She dares him. Batman's not afraid of him. The
I
police
don't
officer.
I don't know how they did this, whether they actually had like Tallulah Bankhead's I don't think she was probably there, but if they had her voice and Burt Ward was just mouthing, like, lip syncing to her voice, or if they dubbed her in after that to fit with Burt Ward, speaking. But I gotta say, we don't give Burt a lot of credit for his acting, but he's kind of conveying that he's not him, right? Like he's got a couple of mannerisms and facial features that Miss Bankhead uses. So I think it's obviously there's just no way that it could really be to little Bankhead in that suit. But I think Bert does the best he can in pulling it off. Like it is kind of funny.
I have to agree with you there. The police officer asks what happened to the boy wonder. Even his voice is turned snarly. Black Widow answers, "None of your business, Flatfoot. Go ahead and shoot because he'll never take them alive." The cop tells Batman that he'll give him until the count of three to get out of the car with their hands up. The cop starts counting and the Batmobile drives away. The officer shoots Batman. At that close range, he couldn't have missed. He's killed Batman. Back at the web, Batman is playing solitaire while Black Widow's henchmen watch. They tell him to cheat a little. Batman tells the henchmen they should wait outside for Black Widow. They agree, excited to get their cut of the loot.
It is kind of funny when he's like playing solitaire and they're giving it, and he's like, solitaire is supposed to be for one player. Like he obviously is kind of annoyed, but even in the little, reverse polarity trance that he's in, he's with his mind messed up. He's still kind of like teed off a little bit there.
Yes, and he tricks them to go outside.
Yeah, he
He gets
does.
rid of all of them.
He does. It's true.
After the henchmen leave, Robin is able to break out of his bonds. He grabs Black Widow's purse and pulls out the Cerebrum short circuiter. Quickly reversing the polarity back to normal, Robin zaps Batman as he is singing some Gilbert and Sullivan.
Yeah, that's it's not the weirdest thing that happens in this episode, but but it's up there. So yeah, Robin asks him to sing. We get Adam West singing a Gilbert and Sullivan song for a little bit, and then yes, the polarity is reversed.
Robin asks Batman if he wants to rob a bank. Batman tells Robin not even to joke about such a thing. Has Robin lost all sense of judgment? Holy polarity! Robin did it. Batman is out of Black Widow's clutches.
I do believe he says holy reverse polarity.
Does he?
I believe so.
Batman retires up Robin and then goes back to pretending to be under Black Widow's mind control. Back in Commissioner Gordon's office, it is a dark hour in Gotham City. With Batman being shot and killed, they believe Robin is hiding out in the Batcave. Commissioner Gordon decides to call Robin on the Bat phone and see if he can get him to surrender. Commissioner Gordon tries to call Robin on the Bat phone and gets Alfred instead. Commissioner Gordon informs Alfred that one of their officers was forced to shoot Batman. The Boy Wonder has become one of Gotham City's 10 most wanted men, boys.
Okay. This is getting very weird.
Alfred asks if a Alfred asks if a mistake has been made. Commissioner Gordon states no mistake was made. Alfred informs Commissioner Gordon that the Bat computer was accessed earlier via his remote control Bat computer oscillator. Alfred took the liberty of getting some information from the Bat computer itself. The Bat computer was accessed from 411 Larva Drive. Chief O'Hara states that it sounds like a good place for Black Widow's hideout. Commissioner Gordon orders Chief O'Hara to get some men and some squad cars. Batman is still playing solitaire when Black Widow and her henchmen return to the web. Robin breaks out of his bonds and runs to Batman's side. A fight ensues. While the boys are fighting, Black Widow searches her purse for the cerebrum short circuiter. Robin informs her he took it. After Batman and Robin have pulled the rug from under the henchmen, Batman activates the cerebrum short circuiter on Black Widow. Batman tells Black Widow that Robin and he will return all the stolen money to banks A through H. Commissioner Gordon arrives, excited that it is really Batman. Batman replies in cape and cowl. Batman introduces them to Black Widow, the she-devil who's been robbing them out of house and home, according to Chief O'Hara. Batman wants Chief O'Hara to ask Black Widow if she would like to go to jail. Black Widow answers that her heart says no, but her brain says yes. Black Widow tells Chief O'Hara that he reminds her of her dear departed Max, and he takes her away. At the prison, Chief O'Hara has a question for Batman. How does he find time to come here and fix Black Widow's hair? Batman explains that those aren't hair dryers. They're Batwave Brave. Jeez. They are Batwave brain analyzers, which Robin and he have slightly rewired. They are decriminalizing them. It might take months of treatment, but if they can permanently short circuit the bad streaks in them, they will make honest, useful citizens out of those spidery crooks.
So now we see, I think in the Catwoman episode, I mentioned that it was the last time that we see Warden Crichton. And now I think we understand why. Because apparently now they're going to just use these hair dryers on these criminals and decriminalize them that way. This is this is
Unethical?
yeah, that's a pretty weird stance that this show ends on. Um but yeah, it's all bonkers. I mean, we never see the devices again. And obviously they're not decriminalizing everybody because we get criminals for another season.
if it
So,
if it even worked, we don't even know if it worked.
well, true. I mean, maybe not. But yeah, just the idea is Batman should not be okay with this.
Nope.
So, so what'd you think of the Black Widow two-parter that yes, we will it's their only appearance in the series. Now, uh you know, Black Widow will pop up again. Actually, as mentioned, there's an episode of Brave and the Bold called Day of the Dark Knight, in which features a sort of prison break, if you will, from Iron Heights. And in it, there's a bunch of cameos from all sorts of 60s villains. You've got Clock King, Mad Hatter, Egghead, Archer, Bookworm. Black Widow is among them. Falseface, King Tut, Lily the Lilac, who we haven't gotten to yet. Ma Parker's even in there. Marsha Queen of Diamonds, Shame. So, so yeah, they it's only a quick shot of all of them like fleeing Iron Heights, but yeah, they are referenced there in that episode. It's kind of fun. And I think she appears in one of the comics, if I'm not mistaken, too, that when they revised the series in comic form. So, but yeah, other than that, she's not very far reaching. But I did think it was a fun two-parter. And I think when I was younger, I didn't really appreciate Two Little Bankhead because I just thought she was this, sort of boring old ditty. But as an adult, I'm like, wow, she's, and I know who she is now. I've seen her in other movies and stuff like that. So, so I give her, it is kind of great to watch her here. I think she does a great job. Yeah. So, and she was only, she was only 66, 67 when she did this. So, you know, I'm not that far away from that.
So you're telling me she was 67 and 67.
Yeah, pretty much. She was, yeah, because she was born in 1902, so she was pretty close to that. Yeah, so yeah.
So I enjoyed this two-parter too. It was kind of bonkers, but yeah, it was all right. I
I
don't remember
mean,
seeing it before, so
no, neither do I. Even though I'm, yeah, it wasn't that memorable to me, but I think this time it kind of is going to stick with me a little bit too. So yeah, it's kind of crazy, but yeah, pretty decent. So I appreciate it.
all right, that wraps up another episode. Do you have a shout out, Mike?
I do. One of the other things I do is write and publish, but I also edit freelance. And one of the things that I'm really happy to work on, very honored, very privileged to work on, is the Snow series of books by my friend and author, award-winning author, Bobby Nash. The newest book is Snow Island, which just came out,
Awesome.
and you can get it in all the usual places. You can get the hard copy like this. You can also get it digitally, I think for your Kindle or whatnot, whatever your digital reading device is. And I think then there's an audio version out too. So, but these are fun to read. And I was a fan of reading them before I started working on them. But Bobby was in need of an editor, so I volunteered, and it's been fun. We've done a few of these books together, and yeah, I will say that if you are this is very much in the spirit of shows, TV shows. He was very much inspired by TV shows like The Rockford Files, Magnum PI, those kind of TV series where a detective figure is solving crimes on a regular basis, local crimes, and he's got a few people that help him out doing that. And so but there's also a underlying mythology to all the stories. You don't have to read them in order, but I think it does help. And this has been, I don't know, I think this is like almost the eighth or ninth book in the series. Um, so yeah, Snow Island. Check it out.
All right, and for my shout out, I'm going to shout out about a comic book series, a mini series called Batman and Robin Year One.
Oh
Because I,
yes, we talked about that.
yes, I just now Cletus and I did, I think issues 1 through 3 or 1 through 4 previously, and this was before we started doing story arcs all at once. And so we had to finish the back half of it. But I went ahead and reread the whole thing. So I
Hmm.
read all 12 issues this week, getting ready for our podcast podcast coming up. Really good series,
Yeah,
really good
absolutely.
miniseries.
I really really like. I haven't finished it yet because I was waiting for it all to be collected, and I think the collection is out now. I think it's actually in a nice hardcover. But that's Mark Wade and Chris Samney doing the art. Yeah, Mark Wade doing the writing and Chris Samney doing the art, and I loved it. And yeah, I can't wait to finish the arc. And I don't know if there's. I think it was originally intended to be a 12 issue thing, so I hope there's more. But I haven't heard if they're continuing. Do you know if they are?
Yeah, I haven't heard anything either. So, but I did really enjoy it, and I like how it ended. When it ended, it said end. So I don't know if there's going to be any more or not. But it's what I like about the series. It's soon after Dick Grayson has been taken in by Bruce Wayne. So, he's Robin already and he's kind of learning the ropes. So, and they're dealing with him, just becoming Robin, going to school. He's got child service protective services checking in on him because they're not too they're not too thrilled about Bruce Wayne taking in a child. So, and then you have this new mob boss that's come to town. So, yeah, it's good miniseries. I really enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah,
And if you
I
and
want to
if you
read it.
read any of Mark Waid's World's Finest Batman and Superman, it's got that feel, old school feel to it.
Nice.
So yeah, I really enjoyed it. So if you haven't checked it out, check it out. It's on the DC Infinite app if you have that. So that's actually where I read it from.
Excellent.
All right. If you'd like to comment on anything we've talked about tonight, you can reach us at our feedback line 317-455-8411. Text us, leave us a message, or you can email us at batchumspodcast@gmail.com. All right. You ready to get out of here, Batchum?
Bat Chum's ready to move out.
Atomic batteries to power, turbines to speed. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Don't worry, more jokes are yet to come.